Okay, here I am at another QSR that is now closed. And this used to be an Arby's, as you can tell from up there. The sign is missing, but you can see the outline of the old sign. Now this property I do really like, and there's a couple reasons I do really like it. It's on a super busy road, 4-lane. And this is probably a location that didn't do well because of maybe because of the brand. Because there's other fast foods over there, you'll see there's a McDonald's down there. But this property, the great thing about this property is look at behind me in the back. It's got double road access. So it backs up to another road so you can get in and out from either the front or the back. So this is probably a property that could be used for QSR or quick service restaurant, or possibly another use because it's got traffic. But the footprint of the building is probably good right now because the parking is on both sides, sufficient parking. I'll take a quick tour around this and we'll take a look. But this is the kind of buildings that I constantly look at for investors and franchisees. So, as you see, it's an elevated site, so it does look over the 4 lanes, which is a positive. So it's got good exposure. There's where the sign used to be right here. The sign base is still here. But if you see with this elevated location, this is another plus. Because look at, if they're coming from that way, your sign has great exposure. If they're coming from this way, your sign has good exposure. And the building's elevated from the street. As we look down, you see there's probably a 20-foot difference between the top where I'm standing, and the street level. So you get good exposure, good parking on both sides, not an undersized lot. That's the problem with a lot of these older QSRs. They're built on undersized lots. And like I told you, besides this, parking on all three, you got some limited parking in the front, you got parking behind, you got the drive-through lane, plus you still have plenty of parking. And here's the second street. See back here? There's 2 entrances back here. But see, from back here, this property has a lot going for it. Maybe the Arby's just wasn't the thing to be here, but maybe something else would be great here. I like the demographics here. I like the traffic count here. I like the site. I like the location. And this whole area, see these up here, has a lot of these new apartment buildings. But see, you got plenty of parking over here too. So this is a good property. This is something where I believe the location's right, the site is right, the exposure's right. Maybe the brand was wrong for the area. Some of these brands, they're great for at one time, but after a while, they need something new. So, this one's already been gutted out. But this is something that would be a recommendation. For a QSR location. This would not be considered a good redevelopment site for 2 reasons. Any new building would probably have to be bigger if it wasn't a QSR. Assembling the nearby properties is probably impossible at this location. So you're stuck with this size lot. And although it's oversized for a QSR, it might be undersized for any other type of location. One thing I would consider this possibly, this is near a lot of new car dealerships. This might be enough site size to be a used car dealership. But the more money would be into the redevelopment as a QSR, new brand.